let's jump right in. So obviously, if you watch the video, tried out the app, you understand now how Unifire works. So you select your content, you generate something, you upload it, edit the transcript, all good, and you get your content. Obviously, this content now is based on the prompts and templates I mainly wrote for you. In the future, we want this to be very flexible, very dynamic. So when we look at this, lots of content creators have lots of different problems and lots of things lying around. So we identified by talking to lots of people that people have all kinds of things they want to upload. So PDFs, documents, recordings, audio, video, doesn't really matter. So lots of material where you could generate content from or repurpose into. As well, like it could be reports from your industry. It doesn't necessarily need to be your own content, but there's a lot of context and a lot of data you could pull from to get to showcase your expertise, for example. Obviously, once the content is generated in Unifire, you can edit it with an editor manually. That is semi-optimal. So what we want to do is also give you the classic AI, or it's not really classic, so new, but the new AI functionality you can use to edit, rephrase, rewrite, expand, and so on, based on obviously the context and the knowledge you uploaded to Unifire. So upload a lot of things, have a knowledge base, and then edit, generate, expand, rewrite, change tone, whatever there is, with a very powerful AI editor. So obviously, because once you see the long form content, you might want to add something in a paragraph, or you want to change a paragraph, or it's a bit repetitive, so you want to summarize it or shorten it. All of these things we want to just enable naturally. And another thing obviously would be distribution. So exporting my content, maybe even scheduling, integrating my own content tools. This is a third part. We want to focus on the first two areas. So in Unifire 4.0, whenever we have a large upgrade, a large new version that is a lot better, we call it, it has a new number. So 4.0 would, of course, start with custom templates. So custom templates obviously is a really important step for us, because as I mentioned, the prompts are now written by me, so you are tied to what I can create. So that's why we want to create new templates for tweets, for articles, for blog posts, but we want to obviously enable you to do this, which is, I think, an essential part of this. So in the future, you will be able, and this is just a mock-up, but we are developing a way where you can create your own templates, for example, for tweets, for threads, but also custom assets, whatever it is. So ideally, the future brings, you find a cool ebook, maybe you find an article online you find good, and you want to replicate with your own content. You just upload it to Unifire, you create a new template, and obviously, ideally, you can also share it with the community. That would be insane. That's one of our biggest points for this whole journey, to enable this for you and to allow you to build a nice library of output formats you can use. Absolutely. So the templates, obviously, they need to be selected somewhere in the process. I'm not going to go too much into it, but yeah, you would have fine granular control about how you want to have your output to look. Maybe even write your own prompts. Another thing, what I mentioned before, is the problem or the challenge that you have a lot of content and you quickly want to edit it with the traditional, or with the functionality of AI writers, of ChatGPT maybe as well. So it's a fairly simple process. We want to give you a small, lightweight chat interface where you can select content, take the content, and change it and do it whatever you want with it. Obviously, super cool would also simply be take the content, change it, generate a template again, and then go back into your workflow. So really, having hundreds of different templates and things to work with would make a lot of sense and super would be super efficient. And then obviously the next step would also be a media library, which allows you to upload like a lot of different files, multi-files, so you could not just upload one piece of content, but you take the content from different files and take the context from maybe a transcript and a report and an ebook and maybe even a website, and combine all of this together so you can write your own ebook, for example. So these are the 3 things we want to tackle in the next 2 to 3 months. 60 days is maybe a bit ambitious for this, but obviously this is where we want to go. And this is obviously very subject to feedback, to your feedback, to conversations. So yeah, make use of all these links we have here. You can join an onboarding call, you can do feature requests. There's also a public roadmap. We have the Slack community. You can text me on Slack, you can reach out on LinkedIn, so that I understand what you guys really need. And yeah, these are the 3 big features we want to develop with you. So this is an invitation to co-create.